Hey guys, Dylan from VT1 Gym in Sydney. We've got Jordan, and as we mentioned in previous videos, we've had almost about 60 fights between the two of us. And what we're going to go over is some basic pad ons. We did some focus mitts before, we're going to do some Thai pads. Now in the first video, the first set of this series, we're just going to teach the basics, how to hold for a kick, how to hold for a knee, how to hold for a punch. Different gyms have different ways of holding pads, especially if you don't have a lot of belly pads. They hold pads very differently, but I try to utilize my belly pad as much as I can. So for all the other coaches that look at this, it doesn't mean your pad holding is wrong. Okay, everyone's just got their own style. Now I used to hold pads for a guy called Eric Nosser, who's about 110 kilograms. You can look him up on YouTube. He's a big heavyweight, and basically I had to develop a style that I can hold for little guys and as well as big guys. Okay, and without a belly pad, it started hurting my shoulders. So I started working on how to hold pads with belly pads and how I can use the belly pad to absorb some of the kicks. So we're going to do some basics first. So we're going to go over with the punches. It's very similar. If you didn't see my series before about the focus mitts, we're going to go over the pads. Now every time, even when starting off doing pads, okay, with a beginner, someone's never done pads before, make sure you stick to a few basics. The first one is a green light, red light system. Red light system, don't hit me, my pads are down. Green light system, my pads are up, you can hit me. Okay, or hit the pads prefer. So the second thing is we want to make sure that there's a distance. So I want to be in or out of striking range, but in a safe zone. That means my person who's hitting their pads has to jump in and hit. And they get used to that. You don't want them just hitting pads from here because it's not realistic. So everything doing pads, we try and make the same as if it's sparring. Okay, whether it's safety, working, coming in and out, footwork, responses, etc. So first thing is basic punching. My pads are down, don't hit me. It comes up, jab, I'll make sure I center it, okay? And I hold it close to my face, but not too close, just in front of it. Jab, good. I can do a cross, cross. I can do jab, cross, jab, cross. Notice my pads going up and down. Next thing we do is basic kick. Now some people, I've seen a lot of people, even some of the beginners in our gym, they forget how to hold pads, and they do this. Now there's a bit of a problem with this. If you got a really big guy, I'm not saying Jordan's that big, and they kick really hard, which he does, if you hold it like this, you're going to actually twist your back as they kick you. So here's a real simple way of doing it. I put my elbows on these two white things over here on the belly pad. I create a triangle with my pads, and I aim not sideways, not towards Jordan, but 45 degrees. I don't want Jordan kicking straight up, because if I teach him to kick like this, when we're sparring, he's just going to kick straight up and miss me. It's kind of silly. I don't want to hold it too far up, I don't hold it too far down. I'll hold it 45 degrees. I'm not facing Jordan, not facing away from him, facing 45 degrees. So you can see here, when he kicks, it hits him flush. I'll give you guys a little tip, this is really important. If you're not sure, everyone has different kicks, you're not sure where to hold it. If I hold it too far this way and Jordan kicks, and I feel it's more my right pad than my left pad, I actually go towards that way. So I slightly go this way. If he kicks again, boom, and I feel it more my left pad, I keep going towards my left pad until I get even flush kick. So he kicked, bang. It's evenly distributed amongst the pads. He kicked, bang. I want him to kick the other leg, I'm just going to turn away. I just face the other direction. He kicks, good. Bang, fantastic. Face the other direction, he kicks, good. You get a big guy like Eric Nosser and he kicks, you do not want to be doing this. It's going to hurt your back. Now we're going to show you guys how to do a tip. Now sometimes, if you don't have belly pads, you can do this. Okay, but because we're small guys, or I speak for myself only, I'm small. Okay guys, you're going to make sure that you try and make it as realistic as possible. Now that's a good 25, 30 centimeters. So Jordan's punching my head here, good, and he's push kicking here, it's going to mess up his distancing. Okay, it doesn't make sense. We want it to be as precise as possible. So I throw a jab, bang, and for a push kick, I just tap my belly pad. So I just tap it, he knows to push kick. Good. Now with knees, now I've seen a lot of people do different styles of it, especially I've been to Thailand over 21 times, I lived there for many, many years on and off, and I've seen various ways of holding for knees. One of my favorite ways for holding knees is just opposites, and again, it comes down to communication. So some people do same side jab cross, here's a jab cross in this, jab cross, some people do opposite jab cross, okay? For beginners, you want to keep it basic, just the opposites, jab, cross, good, knees, I hold it right on my belly pad. Now really I want Jordan or my partner to aim for my belly pad because I want them going through. I don't want them just coming straight up. Okay, because if they're sparring or fighting and their knee comes straight up, they might hit in the head, but they're not really aiming through my body. So again, I do opposite one, that way they know which one it is, and he does a right knee, he steps in right knee. Okay, good, I hold the left one, left knee, good. Now you guys can do connected like Jordan was doing, or you can do free knees as well. Okay, it's up to your opponent, depending on their distance and depending on their style as well. Now leg kicks. We actually use our Thai pads for leg kicks as well. Okay, and Jordan's got a huge kick, so he's going to do this very gently. Make sure you tell the partner or the students that they don't hit this hard, because it can actually dead leg you. You can open your hand if you want, but it still hurts. Okay, so leg kicks, we go nice and light, leg kick, good. Other side as well, leg kick, bang. You can do a rib kick, up on my ribs, bang. Jab cross, boom, boom. You can do a knee, bang. And last, I'm going to teach you about elbows. So elbows is very important. I have a lot of fun when I hold pads for my clients, okay, also for some of my fighters. And what I actually do is, I trick them a little bit by going jab, and I hold it here, pretty close in from the elbow, because I want to see if they're going to step. Remember, with elbows, you've got to step, okay, to bridge that distance. So make sure you don't just slam on their elbow, okay? You're cutting it short. So again, elbow, bang. Make sure you don't do that, because when it comes to fighting and he goes to elbow, he's going to miss me. He's not even going to make the distance. So from here, he's going to step in, side elbow, step in, up elbow, bang, overhand elbow, spike elbow, boom. Okay guys, so there's a few different ways holding pads. The elbows are very similar to the boxing ones with focus mitts. Cool guys, well I hope you learned something. They're very basic techniques that we just taught you. And it's really, I see a lot of, I've been to a lot of gyms all around the world. I see some terrible pad holding. This is a safe way to hold pads. It's simple, it's easy for my partner to do it, and it's easy for my partner to understand as well. And also it minimizes injuries as well. Because if you do have a bad pad holder, and they hold it wrong, and you've got hard pads, they kick, they're going to hit the edge of the pad. It's going to hurt a lot. Hope you guys enjoyed the basic series of Thai pad holding.